Hey.
The confrontation wasn't just about three men in a ring. It was about legacy, dominance, and the ongoing power struggles that define today's WWE landscape. Who is Tama Tonga? A return years in the making. For newer fans unfamiliar with Tama Tonga's legacy, his return may have come as a surprise, but longtime wrestling enthusiasts know his reputation very well. The son of wrestling legend Haku, Tama Tonga carved out an impressive career internationally before stepping into WWE's spotlight. Known as a founding member of Bullet Club, Tonga earned a reputation as one of the most dangerous, cunning, and unpredictable stars in the wrestling world. His style blends ruthless aggression with calculated strategy, and his ties to the NOI and Polynesian wrestling family tree make him an especially significant figure in this confrontation. For years, fans speculated if and when Tama Tonga would ever make the jump to WWE. His sudden return not only answered that question, but also raised dozens more about his role moving forward. Jacob Fatu's rising influence. Jacob Fatu's presence alongside Tonga only intensified the moment. Fatu has quickly become one of the most talked about wrestlers in WWE since making his debut. A powerhouse with agility that defies his size, Fatu embodies both the raw strength and rich heritage of the NOI dynasty. He carries himself with a fierce pride in his family's legacy, but he's also determined to stand out as his own man. By standing shoulder to shoulder with Tama Tonga, Fatu signaled that he is ready to form powerful alliances to solidify his position at the top of the WWE food chain. Together, these two Polynesian warriors looked unstoppable. Damian Priest, the target of the confrontation. The man at the center of their ire was none other than Damian Priest, current world heavyweight champion and leader of the Judgment Day faction. Priest has had a meteoric rise in WWE, evolving from breakout star in NXT to a main event player on Raw and SmackDown. His charisma, physical dominance, and leadership qualities have helped Judgment Day become one of the most formidable groups in recent years. But with power comes enemies, and Priest has been ruffling feathers across brands. His willingness to taunt veterans, belittle challengers, and carry himself with arrogant authority has made him a natural target. The return of Tama Tonga and the presence of Jacob Fatu only add fuel to the fire. How the confrontation unfolded. The night began with Damian Priest addressing the WWE Universe. Standing tall with his championship draped across his shoulder, Priest boasted about Judgment Day's dominance and mocked anyone who dared challenge him. He promised that no superstar, past, present, or future, had the power to dethrone him. But just as the crowd was beginning to settle into another arrogant promo, the arena lights dimmed and unfamiliar entrance music hit. Gasps filled the arena as Tama Tonga emerged from the curtain, his trademark scowl and confident swagger instantly recognizable to seasoned fans. Standing beside him was Jacob Fatu, his intensity radiating as he marched down the ramp. The two entered the ring, and the tension skyrocketed. Without uttering a word at first, Tonga and Fatu stared down Priest, who tried to maintain his composure. The champion smirked, attempting to dismiss their presence as irrelevant, but fans knew he was shaken. Then, with the crowd roaring, Tama Tonga grabbed a microphone and delivered a short, chilling message. "You've been running your mouth about being untouchable. Well, guess what? You're not untouchable to us." The crowd exploded, chanting, "This is awesome," as Priest stood his ground, but clearly realized that the landscape had just shifted dramatically. The significance of this alliance. The sight of Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu together cannot be understated. Both men represent Polynesian wrestling heritage, but they also bring unique skill sets and reputations that instantly elevate their threat level. Tama Tonga, a veteran of international wars with cunning and experience few can match. Jacob Fatu, a younger powerhouse brimming with intensity and hunger to prove himself on WWE's grand stage. Together, they are not just another pair of challengers. They are a statement, a potential faction, and perhaps even the beginning of a new era where the influence of Polynesian wrestling becomes impossible to ignore. The locker room reaction. Backstage, the confrontation sent ripples through the locker room. Many superstars were reportedly excited about Tama Tonga's arrival, knowing that fresh rivalries and dream matches were now possible. Others expressed concern about what this means for Judgment Day's dominance, as Priest has relied heavily on his stablemates to maintain control. One insider noted, Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu together could be unstoppable. If Damian Priest thought he had problems before, this changes everything. Fan reaction. Eruption across social media. As soon as the segment aired, social media exploded with reactions. Supporters of Tama Tonga, fans who had followed his career internationally, celebrated his long-awaited arrival, with tweets like, "Finally, Tama Tonga is here." WWE just got real Fatu's defenders. Many praised Jacob Fatu for standing tall with another major star, calling this the beginning of his true main event push. Priest supporters. Some Judgment Day fans defended Damian Priest, confident that he would find a way to outsmart or outfight even these new challengers. Hashtags like hashtag Tama Tonga, hashtag Jacob Fatu, and hashtag Priest Confrontation trended within minutes, underscoring just how impactful the segment was. What's next for SmackDown? This confrontation raises countless questions heading into the next few weeks of SmackDown and beyond. Will Tonga and Fatu officially team up as a faction? Their body language and unity suggest that this isn't a one-time moment. Can Damian Priest handle two threats at once? Priest may be dominant, but even he must realize that facing Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu simultaneously could be overwhelming. Will Judgment Day get involved? Given Priest's ties to Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, and Rhea Ripley, it's almost certain that the Judgment Day won't stand by quietly. This could set the stage for a massive faction war. Where does the Bloodline fit in? With Fatu being a member of the Anoa'i dynasty, there's always the looming possibility of the Bloodline becoming part of this story, intertwining two of WWE's biggest family legacies. The bigger picture, a shift in WWE's power dynamic. This wasn't just about a single confrontation. It was about WWE signaling a new direction. The return of Tama Tonga, coupled with Jacob Fatu's rise, hints at a fresh wave of talent ready to challenge the established order. Damian Priest, as champion and Judgment Day leader, may be the immediate target, but the ripple effects could impact the entire roster. With Survivor Series and WrestleMania season always looming in the background, this angle could develop into one of the year's biggest rivalries, potentially leading to blockbuster matches that fans will remember for years. Conclusion. A new chapter begins. The return of Tama Tonga, united with Jacob Fatu to confront Damian Priest, has set WWE SmackDown ablaze with intrigue, excitement, and tension. In a single segment, fans witness the collision of legacies, the birth of new alliances, and the start of a feud that could redefine the championship picture. Damian Priest may have been riding high as the face of dominance in WWE, but with Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu now in the mix, his reign may be facing its most dangerous threat yet. For the WWE Universe, this is only the beginning of what promises to be an unforgettable chapter in wrestling history.